welcome to the world of biology through Jaguar classes from Jagran Public School, Noida. In today's this video lecture of class 12th, I will continue with the chapter Principles of Inheritance and Variation, and in this ninth part of the chapter, the topics that I will cover: systems of sex determination in different animals, sex determination in humans, birds, insects, and honeybee. We will share here, and effects of environment, hormone, and location also can affect the sex determination. That also we will discuss in brief, and sex determination in Drosophila and genic balance theory of sex determination with the primary and secondary non-disjunction in Drosophila also we will cover in this class. After today's class, the knowledge-based learning outcomes that you will be able to achieve, you will know and recall the concept of autosomes and allosomes once again, and you will also be able to describe and compare different mechanism of sex determination in different animals. In skill based learning outcomes, we are expecting that you will be able to differentiate between different types of sex determination mechanism in insects, humans, and birds, and you will also be able to critically analyze the concept of genetic basis of sex determination in animals. Competencies that also you will able to develop after learning of this. We can see that these topics you can use your collaborative learning skills as well as critical thinking and observation and analytical skills to solve the based problem based HOTS questions related with the topic sex determination in animals. Now let's start with our today's class, and as I have told you, in today's class we will focus on the topic sex determination in different types of animals. Besides sex determination in different animals, in today's class we will cover the topics systems of sex determination in humans, birds, insects, effects of environment, hormone, and location of the larvae or nature or mature organism determine sex, and sex determination in Drosophila we will talk in detail, and genic balance theory of sex determination given by the Bridge. Primary and secondary non-disjunction in Drosophila also we will learn in basic form, so that which will help us to understand the chromosomal disorder in next part of the chapter. Now we will start with the discovery of the X chromosome. As you have already learned in class 10th, the sex determination concept in human beings is genetic based, and this is known as XY system of XX or XY system of sex determination. Now the question is, from where that discovery of X chromosome have started first. Actually, in 1891, Hermann Hanking observed that some sperms in wasp had a particular structure and others did not, and he called this structure as X element, and this was later on found to be the X chromosome. Scientists also observed that insect eggs have an X chromosome and autosomes, but sperm could have an X chromosome or not. Sperm with X chromosome, when fertilized with egg with X chromosome, it will form an insect with the genetic constitution XX, and that turns into or develops into female insect. While on the other side, if a sperm without X chromosome or X element, when fertilized with egg with X chromosome, then there will be the combination of genes in that particular insect will XO, and that type of zygote develops into male insect. That has been observed by the scientists during their experimental studies on insects. As they as the X chromosome plays a role in sex determination, here we have seen it was classified as a sex chromosome, and for later on studies about the sex determination in other animals, that has been considered as one of the major chromosome for the sex determination. Now, that means from this slide it is clear that in case of grasshopper like insects, the female is bearing the XX type of chromosome, while in males, in their chromosomes, the sex determining chromosome pair will have X and only X, one of the X chromosome, not the other one. Besides that, later on studies have revealed the system of sex determination in other organisms. Now, these are the major sex determination concept or the main sex determination concept that will help you to understand the concept of sex determination in different animals. Haplodiploidy is one type of system of sex determination that is we are using to study the sex determination in honeybees. Here, the sex is determined by the ploidy of the organism, means males are haploid and females are diploid, means 2n chromosome set. Sex chromosomes, the presence or absence of sex chromosome determines the sex, and this is the most common system of sex determination, and it can be studied in two types, homogamy and heterogamy. Homogamy means the organism forms just one kind of gamete. For example, XX in humans, females, and ZZ in male are birds. Heterogamy means the organisms form two different kinds of gametes, and gametes could have two different types of sex chromosome or one chromosome is absent in them. For example, XY in human males, ZW in female birds, XO or ZO in some of the insects are showing that heterogamity. And there is one more concept also related with the sex determination concept, that is known as genic balance. The number of X chromosomes relative to the autosomes determines whether an organism will be female, male or intersex. Example is Drosophila, and which is actually considered as the genic balance theory. Besides this genetic concept, in some of the animals, there are other factors also studied and observed for the sex determination. Have a quick look on these different types of factors. Environmental factors also playing an important role in sex determination in some of the animals, like factors like temperature gradients or difference in temperature during egg incubation, that also determine the male or female ratio. That is one of the case that we can see in European pond turtle. Hormone is also playing an important role in some of the animals as sex determination. For example, the presence of estrogen can override temperature changes at masculinizing temperatures. Examples are some of the reptiles. And in some of the animals, location of animal can also determine the sex in animal. Example is a marine worm, Bonellia. The physical location of the larva determines here its sex, and in the slipper snail, the location of the individual in a pile also determines the sex. Now, this is the slide which is showing you the four basic mechanism of sex determination that are in your syllabus according to NCERT text. The first one that we have studied in class 10th also, the XY system of sex determination in humans, where you can see here on the basis of this XY system, all humans have 44 autosomes, either male or female. 44 autosomes are there, but in case of male, besides that 44 autosomes, there is one pair of sex chromosome having X and Y type of chromosome. While in human females, 44 plus the sex determining chromosome pair is having XX type of chromosome. Now, what happens due to this? These two different types of chromosome in case of humans, XY, the 50% of sperms have X chromosome with 22 autosomes, and 50% of the chromosome have Y chromosome with 22 autosomes. Means sperms are of two types, while the egg or ova have only 22 plus 1 X chromosome. Means similar nature of all type of eggs released by the females. Now, what happens one when the sperm which is with 22 plus X chromosome get fused with the egg, there will be a combination of 44 plus XX type of sex chromosome, and that type of zygote get develops into females, while on the other side, when a sperm with 22 plus Y chromosome get fused with the egg, then there will be the combination of 44 plus XY type of sex determining chromosome pair, and this zygote develops into male humans. And this is also known as male heterogamety, where male is able to produce two different types of gametes, while females are producing only single type of gametes with X chromosome only. And the next system is known as XO type of sex determination system, which is found in cockroaches, grasshopper, and some other animals, where male bears 22 plus 1X chromosome, and another chromosome of the pair is not present there, while females have 22 plus 2 XX chromosome are present in them, and this becomes the base of sex determination. And this is also known as male heterogamety, because here also male insects are able to bear or able to produce two types of sperms. 50% of the sperms with X chromosome and 50% are without X chromosome. But all eggs produced by the females are having only X type of chromosome. The third mechanism is the ZW system, which is found in case of certain birds, and where the males are showing homogamity but females are showing heterogamity. Means females are producing the eggs, 50% of which will have Z chromosome and 50% of which have X, or we can say that W chromosome. Here they have written as X, but here it should be W. And male birds have only one type of sex chromosome, that is known as ZZ. And the fourth type of sex determination mechanism is considered as haplodiploid system of sex determination, which is the main system of sex determination, like in case of ant, honeybee, and some other insects, where the haploid set of chromosome means n number of chromosome, 16 chromosomes, will decide the sex as male sex, while 2n number of chromosome or diploid set of chromosomes will decide the female individual. And now there are, on the basis of this, we can see that there are four different system of sex determination by the sex chromosomes. One is XXXY system, another is XXXO system, then ZZZW system in birds, and the haplodiploid system like in case of honeybee. Now this is the brief concept about the sex determination in humans. Once again we will recapitulate it, otherwise you have already studied it in class 10th also. Here, according to this system, human male having X chromosome and Y chromosome and 22 pairs of autosomes, and males are heterogametic. They produce two different types of gametes, sperm with an X chromosome and 50% of sperms are with Y chromosome, while human females have a pair of X chromosome uh, with 22 pairs of autosomes, and females are homogametic, uh, because all gametes which are produced by the females have only X chromosome. And at the time of fertilization, the sex of the offspring is determined in this manner. When the egg get fertilized by a sperm bearing Y chromosome, the zygote develops into male child, and when the egg is fused with a sperm bearing X chromosome, then the zygote develops into female child. Now this is the case of sex determination in insects by XX or XO system, where males have only one X chromosome, due to which their genetic constitution of sex chromosome pair is XO, and O denotes the absence of another sex chromosome in the pair. And females have a pair of X chromosome, that is XX, and there is no Y chromosome. Sex is determined at the time of fertilization. If the egg X is fertilized by a sperm bearing the O chromosome, or we can say that with only we can say that where is no X chromosome or X element is present on the chromosome, the zygote will develops into a male with X and not. X and not means XO type of genetic constitution of that sex pair of chromosome. If the egg with X chromosome is fertilized by a sperm bearing the X chromosome, the zygote will develop into a female or with XX chromosome. And here you can see that grasshopper are showing. In grasshopper, this system is exhibiting. And this is the mechanism of sex determination, which is known as XX or XO system, or we can say that here in place of XX or XO system, that is the system of sex determination in insects like grasshopper. But here when we are talking about the birds, there is a different type of mechanism where females are heterogametic, means female can produce two different types of eggs. They produce two different types of eggs, either with Z chromosome or with W chromosomes. And males are homogametic in this case because they possesses ZZ chromosomes and they produce gametes with a Z chromosome always. And male and female birds have an equal number of chromosomes. In birds, the X chromosome is denoted as Z and Y is denoted as W. That's why this system is known as ZZZW type. And the ZZ and ZW system is the opposite of the XX and XY system, because XX and XY system shows male heterogamity, while this ZZ ZW system inverse shows the that case of uh, female heterogamity, where females are um, heterogamete, producing heterogametes, and in this case XXXY system, males are producing heterogametes. Now this is the one another case of the sex determination, where the which is also known as haplodiploid system, because in case of honeybees like insect, in honeybees, wasps and ants, sex is determined by the haplodiploid system. According to this system, males develop from haploid unfertilized eggs. Now the question is how that haploid unfertilized eggs get develops into the males. Actually, that is developed into males by the development of that egg without fertilization, by the process of parthenogenesis. This type of process is known as parthenogenesis, where the egg can develop into um, the offspring or into the whole individual without fertilization, due to which ploidy of the that animal remains haploid and have just one set of chromosome. The diploid fertilized eggs have two sets of chromosome, and they differentiate into queens and worker bees. Haplodiploid system in honeybee, where male shows haploid or half set of chromosome, while female shows the diploid or 2n number of chromosomes. Now let's have a look on other factors other than the genetic basis of the sex determination. Temperature in reptiles also affect the sex determination. The sex of the offsprings in reptiles is irreversible and determined by the temperature during embryonic development. And a slight change in temperature can alter the sex ratio in these animals. An increase in temperature produces an all female brood, and example are crocodile, snakes and lizards are exception as they have sex chromosome. That's why snakes and lizards are exception case in that case. Temperature in European pond turtle is also one of the factor for determining sex. Sex determination is dependent on temperature. In such cases, all eggs at temperatures above 33 degrees 30 degrees Celsius produces females, while temperature below 25 degrees Celsius produce all male broods, and the optimum temperature of 28.5 degrees Celsius produces an even sex ratio. And another example of such type of factor, which is other than the genetic concept of sex determination, that is marine Bonellia worm, where the sex of the marine Bonellia worm depends on the larval settle, where the larva settles when it hatches out. If it settles on the ocean floor, the larva develops into a female worm. If it gets attached to the proboscis of a female worm, the larva travels down the body and becomes a male sperm producing symbiont type of relationship. Sleeper snail is another type of animal where individuals pile up on each other. The position of an organism within the pile determines its sex. That means a snail attached to a female will become a male, and if another snail settles on the top, the middle one will become female. And when a male is removed from the pile, it becomes a female. Once the male becomes a female, it cannot become a male again in this type of system of sex determination. Other factors for sex determination are: if a partly developed Bonellia male is removed from the proboscis of the female, the male becomes an intersex in individuals, and this is because the proboscis secretes a substance called bonelin that suppresses the femaleness, and half of the development has already taken as the male, That's why the next part of its development makes it femaleness and showing female character also. In the similar way, in cattle twins, the female is sterile, called free Martinis, and the male is normal in that case. And the sterile female results due to male hormone suppressing the development of the ovary in these animals. Sex reversal is also one of the mechanism occurs when a fertile hen changes into a fully fertile rooster. This happens when the ovary is damaged and it stops secreting a male suppressing hormone. Now, in this slide, we can understand in brief about the genic balance theory of the sex determination, for which we will try to understand one experiment. That experiment done by Bridges conduct by the Bridge. Bridges conducted extensive experiments with Drosophila melanogaster in 1923, and he came across certain Drosophila individuals that were triploid, means they have 3A plus 3X chromosome. In general, they are showing only single X chromosome, but here the X chromosome becomes triploid. And these normal female triploids were crossed with the diploid males 2A plus XY. The result obtained were normal diploid males. Triploid females, intersexes, super males and super females, means these type of combination have been observed when these get crossbreeded. This result showed that as the X chromosome bears genes for female tendencies, the A autosomes have genes for male tendencies. Means if X chromosome showing the female character, that means autosomes balance it by showing it male characteristic feature. That balance between the two is important for sex determination, so that the sex ratio can be maintained in the that particular species. This is actually the genic balance theory given by Bridge. Now, conclusion about the result of that genic balance theory or genic balance theory experiment results that the experiments concluded that the ratio of the number of X chromosome and the number of complete set of autosomes determines the sex of an individual. Genic balance theory summarizes that guy, uh, gyandromorphs in the what are these gyandromorphs? In Drosophila, some flies have female characteristic in one part of the body and male characteristic in the remaining part of the body. This happens when an X chromosome is lost during cleavage of the fertilized egg. This shows that the Y chromosome does not play any role in determination of sex in Drosophila. This is only the X chromosome which is showing that type of nature or that femaleness in them. And primary and secondary non-disjunction in Drosophila can also bring a change in their sexes. Now try to understand in brief about this, because this concept will help you to understand the chromosomal anomalies or chromosomal disorders in human beings in last part of this chapter. Sometimes, what is non-disjunction? Actually, what happens? Sometimes during meiosis, the homologous chromosomes, that is XX, do not get separate, resulting in production of gametes with XX and the other gamete will without any X chromosome. That means no sex chromosome in that particular gamete. That is known as non-disjunction. And non-disjunction of chromosome during meiosis, you can see here how does it take place. Here you can see that how this non-disjunction is going on, and due to which number of chromosome in some of the gametes will alter in this manner. In these two gametes, you can see that 24 number or 24 number of chromosome, and two gametes will show 22 and 22 because of non-disjunction of that X chromosome. Both the X chromosome moves towards one side, and due to which that becomes. And now non-disjunction, primary non-disjunction occurring during the anaphase of the first meiotic division is called primary non-disjunction. Secondary non-disjunction occurring during the second meiotic division of gametogenesis is called secondary non-disjunction. It means that non-disjunction can take place at uh, first meiotic division also, or it can continue till secondary or second meiotic division also, which is known as secondary non-disjunction. And this give rise to individual with monosomy and trisomy of the chromosome, leads to the chromosomal anomalies. Have a quick recap. Here are the main points covered in this topic. There are different systems of sex determination. Sex chromosome are the most common system of sex determination. XX, XY system, where XX homogametic female and XY heterogametic male. For example, humans and other mammals. The another system is XX, XO system, where XX homogametic female and XO heterogametic male. For example, many insect species such as grasshoppers. ZZ and ZW system, where ZZ homogametic male and ZW heterogametic female. For example, most birds and some of the fish and some moths also. Haplodiploidy in case of honeybees, where males are haploid and females are diploid. Genic balance in Drosophila also we have discussed. The ratio of X chromosome to autosomes determines gender according to this theory. And some individuals become gyandromorphs due to this, for this genic balance. And environmental factors such as temperature during egg incubation also determine the sex in some reptiles, and location and hormones also determine the sex. Now, I hope that with that you will be clear about the different mechanism of sex determination.